Just around 9:46 this morning, crews were dispatched to reports of a fire in this high-rise structure here in this apartment complex. Crews were on scene within 3 minutes, and they had heavy fire showing from the fifth floor. They quickly made their interior attack to mitigate the fire and search for any possible rescues. Within a few minutes, they had to update to a second alarm just to the nature of the event. They were able to get in there, contain that fire to that one room. They were able to kind of get control in about 10 minutes there, but there were multiple rescues, mitigating getting all the people out of the building. There was extension up to the floor just above the fire. There was one transport to room 9 U of L Hospital, and that's kind of where we got. So within 15 minutes or so, we were able to get the fire knocked down and get all the rescues out of the structure.
Are you able to say about how many rescues there were?
Roughly no. We're hearing some back and forth numbers about how many units were in there. We don't have an actual number of bodies of people that lived here. But again, like our crews all got on scene as quickly as possible and were able to do a good job on helping and assist a lot of those other residents to get out of the structure.
As far as the damage, you mentioned that you were able to contain it just to that one.
That one apartment complex, yes.
Was there, smoke or water damage to some of the other apartments or units?
Yeah. With any fire, that's going to happen. That's where I was mentioning the extension. Extension isn't always fire extended. It could be smoke. It can be water. So as our crews are kind of picking up some of their tools here, we're going to be on scene here for a while, hoping making sure there's not going to be any extra, fire things happening. We're going to hit a lot of hot spots. Arson is going to do their investigation. So we're going to make sure that everything is secure and that there wasn't any extra extension.
Any idea how many families will be displaced?
No, again, we do not know. Property rep will hopefully be able to tell us that. We'll get Red Cross down here to help with any families that will be displaced. And not knowing the extent, we don't know which apartment complexes will be displaced. Like some people might be able to get back to their units and some will not. So that's just something that's going to be mitigated as we go throughout the scene here.
I know it's early, but any idea about the cause?
No, and again, with these style of buildings, they're supposed to have the working smoke detectors, the working sprinklers, arson, fire prevention, and all that will do their investigation to make sure we can find the actual cause.
Was it just one person hurt?
Yeah, one person was transported. The extent of that person is still kind of unknown. They did send him to room 9, or I say him, I don't know if it's him or her. They did send that individual to room 9, so at University Hospital.
I think we're pretty much good. Anything else that was unusual about this, or something that kind of stood out to you as you guys arrived?
Not necessarily unusual, although we're always prepared for any really type of incidents. We don't make high-rise fires every day. As you've seen on multiple scenes, it's usually a one-story, two-story house. So just dealing with the factor of, our fire's up on the 5th floor. We have to check extension on the floors above that and below that. We have 2 full box responses here, which is 12 full units on scene. So we're looking at well over 50 firefighters on scene with chief staff and other agencies. We have EMS, PD. So we're all just working together. Our scene is just a little bit larger than what they usually are for making just a residential house structure. So not saying it's a problem, but it does allow you to allow for there be more time to get things done right.
I know it's a residential building. Do you know, if it was fully occupied or? Again,
that's going to come down to once we can get the property rep and on how many units were full. At that time, we're going through as far as when we say rescued everybody or helped assist get them out, a lot of those people are walking out on their own. We're just navigating them to the quickest exit. We're going through and knocking on doors and making sure people aren't inside there. So to tell how many units were occupied right now, we can't.